Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Sid Meier's Civilization 6. In our Glory of Rome series, we are at war with Alexander, and we're probably going to stay at war with Alexander for a while. We're friends with Victoria and with Philip. We are not friends with Catherine, probably because we settled Praga, and she doesn't like us for that. I'm going to guess that's the reason. We also have a settler on their way out in that direction. Alexander trolled us at the very last second at the end of the last episode, so we're going to have to take that spot as soon as we can, but there's a warrior right now that we're going to have to deal with first, so we might have to get this archer that we're training in Mediolanum up to here to help this settler get into place and establish kind of a link between this territory and that territory. And eventually we'll have a city there too, but we need to get Alexander's units out of the way. So that's a plan as well. For the next tech I'm going to research, I think I'm going to go ahead and go for masonry just because I do want my cities to be able to defend themselves going forward. And we're going to continue to explore in this direction with this scout and see what kind of goody huts we can find. So let's have this warrior back off a bit because he's gained a little bit of experience and he's close to leveling up. I would hate to lose him. And then this warrior's already fought this turn. This warrior's down here. So let's go to the next turn and see what happens. All right, so there's the warrior that was trolling us. He's not going to be able to catch up with that settler, thankfully, due to the terrain. So we're going to get that archer in a position to kind of intercept him. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and swap these guys. Have you heal up in Mediolanum. This archer... Actually, you know what? This spearman can come down here and start getting some combat experience, perhaps. I could fight this battle, but that would put this warrior at risk. I think I'd rather... Tell you what. Let's put this warrior here, this archer here. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. All right, so that should level them up. Perfect. Good start to the episode. All right, so encampment's probably a good idea in Rome. Really? Ooh. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I could produce units that would pop out right next... Yep, that's happening. So that's going to be our encampment district for Rome. It's a little bit weird because the units we train in Rome when there's not already a unit standing on top of the encampment will pop up over there instead of here. But that's quite handy. Let's see. Now, Mediolanum can purchase the library with faith, but we don't have enough faith right now. I should probably go ahead and build a holy site so that that's not an issue in the future. What do you think? There, probably? Yeah, there. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. I do need to have an army, don't get me wrong, but I also need to make sure that's there because being able to purchase those buildings with faith and keep our technology moving forward while we're at war, we can't let our technological progress stall while we're fighting Alexander because Alexander is going to be a slog. So we need to do everything we can to kind of do two things at once here. Speaking of that, I should probably build another encampment here as well just to help defend against France. That's actually a pretty good spot for one, I think. And then if I put you on production focus, yeah, that shaves 5 turns off. So let's definitely do that. And this builder can do even more in that regard. They improve the cattle and some other things. I would not be hugely surprised if... we're at war with Russia too, so I need to keep an eye on them. I wouldn't be hugely surprised if France declared war on us in the next couple of turns. So this could get dicey for the next episode or two. This is why I was so shocked during episode 1, going, oh my gosh, everyone's being so like, oh wow, we just lost a... Where did we lose a... Oh, I was sending a missionary up to Praga, and it got intercepted by the warrior, like an idiot. Okay. Alright, I can fire from here, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so we lost a missionary. That sucks. Now Mediolanum is no longer actually... Damn, I was not paying attention. They were going up through there. I thought they were going up through here, but they weren't. So, okay, that was a dumb mistake. But... we'll recover. Let's go ahead and promote the archer. That completely distracted me from what I was saying a second ago, seeing the influence of my religion go down. I'm going to go ahead and give them volley, because it's more likely that these units are going to be offensive units pretty soon, so we're going to do that instead. We have you heal up, and we have an envoy, finally, so we can start moving towards diplomatic relations with another city-state. The question is, which one? We've met Stockholm. Ooh, districts provide +1 great person point of their type. I don't know, since we're going full military, I feel like just piling... yeah, we're not suzerain of Valletta yet, but that's going to be really handy. Let's go ahead and go for Valletta first, because that suzerain bonus is going to be very, very handy when we have our faith production up a little higher. But I feel like we should really focus on controlling Carthage and Valletta as their suzerain for now. because having some military assistance as Rome in the classical era is kind of important for historical and also very relevant current game reasons. Alright, so this guy is about to meet his demise at the hand of this archer. Also, this warrior needs to intercept. Let's go ahead and put you out there too, so you can both get some experience. You just need to come back here and chill. So these guys are just fodder for my archers right now, which I don't mind at all. Meanwhile, speaking of fodder, I can't quite get him. That's fine. These guys are still healing, I think. Yep. And this scout needs to keep looking around. Alright, so I'm going to keep him up there and just kind of scout along the top of the tundra and forest. See what we find. Settler can skip their turn, and then I guess, yeah, we need more production here, but we also need more growth. So let's go for the food first. How many charges do you have? 2? Perfect. That's what I was hoping to see. That is a new builder. We used them once last turn, so of course they have 2 more. Alright, good. That warrior is promotable. We'll have legions pretty soon, too, which will help us actually push back against Alexander. Battle cry! And let's get a little more experience for these guys. This should... No, it's not going to level them up. They need 1 more combat. Preferably they need to kill the unit. But I'm going to go ahead and move the settler out to hang out with the archer there. And then, yeah, you guys get some experience as well. Perfect. Oh, yay. Okay, well that worked. Archer's going to finish off this warrior now. And now we can finally settle Brundisium. Actually, no, we can't because Thebes is still there. We need to burn Thebes to the ground first, and then we'll settle Brundisium. One of the issues I'm upset with that is that if you don't get a city down here soon enough, Valletta usually grows to take this tile, and it annoys me when we don't control all of the Italian peninsula. So we'll have to eventually conquer Valletta to deal with that. But we're going to need Valletta for most of the early game for reasons that I've explained pretty extensively in previous episodes. So it's just the way it is. Okay, so there's the wheat, and then that can be one last improvement, that mine there. And eventually we'll have that lumber as well. Speaking of that, does that belong to us? Yes, it does. Just making sure that was in the correct city. So Rome is almost done with its encampment. Not building any units right now, but this is... Yeah, let's renew that friendship. But it's for the sake of having a better army down the line.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
So yeah, we now have access to ancient walls. We can build the pyramids, but we don't have a good city where we can build them. And then the battering ram and the harvesting of stone. Battering ram will really help us with Alexander. So let's go ahead and start moving our archers north here. Same with our spearmen. And this warrior is ready to go. So let's bring them into place. You guys can heal. You guys can heal. And then, yeah, you can't fire this turn, but we're going to go ahead and get that settler back into position. All right, let me go for shipbuilding so I can have my land units embarking. I want that first because I want to be able to continue settling out here while I'm at war with Alexander. I need to be able to keep expanding at the same time that I'm fighting him. Again, it's all about doing 2 things at once. Otherwise, we're just going to stall. Oh, crap, he's already got archers. All right, this is going to be a slog. Legions will help.
Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid.
All right, knowledge of mathematics has advanced considerably because we have completed a few districts.
Bravery is being the only
know,
one
Sean, you just
who
said
knows you're afraid.
I hate that it repeats quotes like that. It's just an interface glitch. I've had some people point out, or one person specifically, but it's been mentioned in the past, you should read the news that pops up, between each turn. And yes, I know I should, to be honest with you, and I hate to be critical of Civ 6 because I love Civ 6, but I think the presentation of the news sucks. I think they could have done so much more. I think the implementation of it is lacking. I think it's lazy. I think the game itself is great. Still needs some work in some areas. We've discussed that as part of the community, but I don't find the way that the news is presented to be... just very effective. I really don't. And unfortunately that just, it makes it hard to follow and kind of hard to keep up with. I have to really make an effort to pay attention to it because it doesn't grab my attention. And I think they can do more to make it, kind of a more interesting presentation in between turns. I don't know quite what that would be, but I do believe that. So let's go ahead and go for a barracks in Rome. If we put you on production focus, how soon would you be done? 3 turns? Yeah, let's go with that. Rome's still growing plenty fast. Even with that decision made. Ancient walls would probably be a good idea up here, so let's go ahead and do that. And, okay, production focus doesn't help just yet. Alright, you can't fire. Perfect. All right. So with any luck, that would have... By next turn, that'll go down by more than one turn when it recalculates build time. All right, so their archers have arrived to harass me. But that's fine, because now that gives us an opportunity to hit them back as well as fight with our warriors. So, nice move, Alexander. Appreciate that. So this is what the r.e.d. units look like that I was talking about in episode 1. This is the first time I've really had a chance to see their combat in action, but... it just makes it a lot more interesting to watch the combat, because there's so much more happening. The animations, of course, are ultimately the same, but it's just cool. Let's go ahead and fortify these units. I don't want to finish those archers off. I'd rather get a little more combat experience out of them. Let's move those spearmen up. If they send cavalry in, we'll use them as the front line instead. And you guys stay there. Also, yep, we need to keep moving this direction. Still can't fire on the warrior because the woods are helping him stay concealed from the archers. Like a jerk. 2 turns away from our barracks in Rome. What are you going to do with that archer, Alex? What are you going to do? Nothing? You're just going to sit there? You're an idiot. Alright, good. This warrior's leveled up. Let's give that warrior a tortoise, because they're going to need that. And then... yeah, let's have these guys finish off the archers. Because we do need to push forward. We need to get out here, preferably. Because that's going to be another city spot for us soon. Strategically, that'll work well going forward. All right, so... oh, speaking of new city spots. Oh, cool, I can fire. Perfect. Right, so let's leave the settler with the archer for now. But now that archer's level 2. Or level 1, rather. Units, when they first pop out in Civilization 6, are technically level 0. Because if you read... I mean, you could read this as a level, or you can read it as a promotion count. The promotion count is 1, the level is 1. Almost to turn 100. It is 2100 BC. And now it's time to actually settle that city. Ah, that was the archer that was promotable. I'll do it next turn. Alright, so Rome can build ancient walls, but even more than ancient walls, we need another settler. ASAP in Rome. Let's go ahead and have you go back to food focus, because I want you to grow as rapidly as possible. Okay, that's the only unit that was promoted. That's fine. You guys fortify. And then I want to have you guys swap, so that any units that approach can get fired on. Perfect. One of the reasons we need to get these encampment districts built is they also give us better... No, Alexander. You don't get off that easy. One of the reasons we need to have these encampment districts built is they also improve the experience gain of any unit that is trained in those cities. So it's very, very important to go ahead and have that in place. Okay, so here we go. We've got YnAMP that's been founded. Interesting city name. Let's also promote this archer. We'll give these archers garrison just in case someone tries to come close to the city while it's growing. We're probably not going to move those archers for a bit. They can also head up to Praga pretty quickly because of this road and help defend it, so that would be a handy promotion to have. And then, yeah, can't quite purchase anything with faith just yet. Actually, we can in Mediolanum. Oh, no we can't, because we lost that missionary. We need to wait till we have 120 faith, too. That was a big blow. Should have been paying attention to where that missionary was moving, but I did not. Alright, not bad. Now, we don't have any cavalry units attacking us yet, so we can leave these units kind of as they are, have them in the front lines. I think maybe I'll wait until I have legions to advance on Alexander's territory. We need 2 galleys to get the boost on shipbuilding. If I wasn't building more important things, I'd be building galleys. Ah, was that more gold? Yeah, it was. A couple more gold. Lots of gold on the map this time. We're going to get as much experience for our archers as we can. And eventually we'll have an archer unit position there. That'll be a fantastic position to have them in. Yeah, let's go ahead and have them swap positions, because we don't have any cavalry attacking us yet. This road is actually going to be pretty handy. That worked out well. Wasn't necessarily my intention to have that, but as far as like getting units quickly from this area coming around the mountain, you know, to into Alexander's territory, it'd be handy to have a road that helps us move. It'll help him too, but ultimately it'll make it easier to move through those woods. I'm just going to ignore that request. Yeah, she's probably going to declare war on me. Okay, so they finally have some Hetyroi out. So ideally what I need to do now is go ahead and move my units outward.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism. I'm absolutely sure of some things that I don't quite know.
Now someone has already built the Oracle. Interesting enough. Alright, I'm going to move this unit back. Praga's going to be done with their ancient walls in 5 turns. Not soon enough. Yeah, production focus doesn't help either. What about here? Nope. Oh, interesting. So, hang on. We can have that archer position there. We can have you there, spearman there, and a warrior there. Okay, so we're slowly pushing out. We need to ultimately have something like this set up to where we have, you know, kind of a wall protecting this tile, and we can have a new city there. That's going to be ready in 3 turns. Let's go ahead and go for games and recreation so that we can start moving towards having the Colosseum. I don't want to miss that. As much as I want to go for drama and poetry next, well... yeah, let's go for that, because I don't want to miss the Colosseum. We're going to need that. Right, Mediolanum can't purchase anything with faith, but I can purchase a missionary with faith in Rome. Hate to do that, really do. Alright, we're going to do a shrine there because we need that extra faith. Another envoy, perfect. So now we can actually purchase, we get extra production in every encampment district when we're producing units, which is going to be nice, we need that. But we also get Valletta's suzerain bonus now, we should. Yes, we're suzerain. So, that again, that means we can purchase city center and encampment district buildings with faith, and ancient walls are cheaper, but they can only be bought with faith. So it's a pretty cool little ability. That's why I was so excited when I saw Valletta. Oh, you know what? Now that I've established Enipons there, I actually can't put a city here, come to think of it. We're going to have to put a city, like, there instead. But we can get away with that, though. We can put it right there. Unsurprisingly, they're hitting my front line unit. Oh, no, Alexander. Sorry. Not going to work. Oh, these units are actually almost dead. Crap. I'm going to lose this warrior now. I don't have a choice. Unless I were to bring this archer out and have them defend, but then they would probably get hurt. Ugh. As soon as we have a front line established, we'll have a little bit of an easier time. But right now, was this the one that had... This is the one with Battlecry, not Tortoise. So they all technically need Tortoise right now to defend against the archers. Archers are a pain in the early game, especially when the AI has a lot of them. Alright, so yeah, the Oracle's been built. Mediolanum needs more housing, I know. Yeah, I'm just going to have them fortify and try and deal as much damage as they can. And I guess, yeah, I'll have these archers fire on the Hetyroi just to get a little bit of damage done. The Hetyroi will be able to hit them back and hit them hard. But they should survive and then be able to escape, hopefully. And this archer will hopefully survive against anything that comes up and tries to hit it, but we'll see. A little bit dicey beginning for our first push against Alexander here. Alright, let's get up here and... Oh, Mediolanum's already been reconverted. Very nice. So in that case, you come up here to Enipons. Alright, here's the top of Russia's territory. I'm going to stay up here to try and stay away from them. Okay, not surprised. So we lost our warrior there, but they didn't attack the archer. They moved down here instead. Interesting choice, Alex. Alright, so I can fire on either of these units. I think I'd rather fire on the archers to lower their damage dealing ability. Let's also fire on the Hadrian again, since they chose not to fire on my archers, like idiots. So we get more experience from that. Because Hadrian are high-level units, so the archers get a lot of experience for fighting them. Let's have these guys fortify, because they have Tortoise, so these archers won't be able to do as much damage. Meanwhile, we fired with these archers this turn, so we can't move the spearmen up, but we need to get the spearmen in place of those warriors as soon as maybe this Hadrian are dealt with. Okay, and then ancient walls in Rome, probably? Yeah, definitely, because we need the encampment to be able to fire. So let's do that. Will they be done any sooner if I... Yes, they will. Let's have them done in 4 turns. Same here for Massalia. 8 turns away. Yeah, we'll keep that as is. Yeah, see, that's the spot where we need to have our new city. We were going to put it there. It would be the city of Aquileia, but we're going to put it there instead. Okay, so now they're attacking the archers. And they're going to do a good amount of damage. Not going to kill them, though. Alright, so we're going to have to back off with our archers now. Good. That archer's promotable. Oh, no! Well played, Russia. I was not expecting that. Russia actually has some units advancing on us. I did not think they would actually be able to... I didn't even notice that happening, because I didn't think that they would actually be participating in the war. But sure enough, they are. So let's go ahead and get this archer promoted to... hang on. Before we promote them, how are things looking? I should probably back off, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's swap them. Crap. Alright, well, Praga is almost done with their ancient walls, so that city will be able to defend itself. But we're going to need more archers soon. So Russia is actually pushing a little bit. Let's see if we can make peace with Russia. What if we gave you some gold? No, he's not interested in peace yet. What did I do to you, Peter? That's what I'd like to know. What exactly did we do to piss you off? Alright, so this settler we'll bring up here. And hopefully we can get the settler in a position. We might not be able to. We have to keep pushing as much as we can. The issue with what's happening right now is I haven't been producing units, and the units I was building are taking more of a pounding than I thought they would. We need to get those spearmen into position. Yes, give them combat experience, archers. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's exactly what I need. Enipons could be in danger here. Alright, this archer needs Arrow Storm. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and take care of that. Perfect. Now, I want you to fortify. Now, Mediolanum can do a couple of things here. Well, you don't have enough faith to purchase that yet, but we do need units first and foremost. You were training a settler at one point as well. That would be handy, but first let's do an archer. Mediolanum, actually, they need their own encampment district, don't they? But I don't think we're ready for another district. Oh, we are. Where could we build it? That would be a good spot for one. We already have an encampment there, so we really don't need another one here. Yeah, let's put it there. And then let's put you on production focus as well. Oh, actually doesn't shave any turns off. Never mind, won't do that. Need to improve some other tiles around Mediolanum because they're having a hard time growing any further than they actually have. So this little attack force up here, I should be able to fend them off with my walls a little bit. That's a lot of archers, but I think we'll be okay. I can also purchase an archer in Praga, and Enipons for that matter, so we can defend these cities for sure. Alright, good. That spearman's promotable, which would be perfect. Wow, that's quite an attack force, Russia. They're all archers, so you have very few conquering units with your attack force, unfortunately. Your knowledge of engineering has advanced considerably because we finished walls, and let's go ahead and use them. Let's see, which we fire on first. Let's fire on the units that can actually conquer our cities. I'm less worried about the archers because they can't take us over. And then Enipons, first of all, a couple of things here. Let's go ahead and convert the city. And then can I purchase? No, I can't purchase the walls just yet. Pretty soon we'll be able to, so that's going to be really, really useful for this. But let's purchase an archer in YnAMP so they can start firing. Yeah, you guys need promotion against cavalry units. You guys need to move up. Alright, I'm going to move the settler up and see if maybe, just maybe, next turn we can go ahead and secure that hill with our spearmen. If we can, then we can have our city in place, and that would be amazing. Especially because we're going to be able to purchase ancient walls soon. But this is going to be pretty intense. Alright, let's go ahead and train up an archer in Praga. I'll keep you on that focus for now. Alright, not a lot happening up here. No, I didn't want to talk to you. I don't even remember clicking anything that would have brought you up. I don't know why you did that. Alright, now we can start firing on these units. Again, I'm going to fire on the units that can actually do damage to me. I mean, all of them can. I'm talking about the units that can actually take my cities. Those are the ones that need to die. They can hurt my city all they want. If they can't actually take it, then I'm fine. If they wear down the walls, then I can't fire with my walls, of course, which sucks. But it is what it is. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and start training some additional units that we can use to fire. Now this encampment's done, so it can fire as well. Let's fire on the... Yeah, let's just focus on taking out... Again, Alexander doesn't get any war weariness whatsoever. It really sucks. So, yep, let's move these guys in and put the settler in place. This is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. We'll settle that next turn. And then, let's see, can I move you up? Yes, I can. Perfection. Very nice. And then I can fire with these guys on these archers. So let's go ahead and do that so they're a little bit weaker. The great thing about attacking archers from range with any unit, not just another archer unit, but the great thing about attacking archers... No, actually, yes. Attacking archers from range is they don't fire back. When you attack archers with melee units, they fire back. When you attack archers from a distance with a stronger archer unit, you can wear them down and they'll do less damage to you in the next turn. So it's just an important thing to be able to remember. Alright, we need to go up there and see if there's a goody hut hiding in this area, but it seems like there might not be Norway to the north of us, which is also bad news because England and France have additional room to expand. Alright, this warrior could be in danger here. Let's see what happens. No, he's okay. He's alright. Alright, they're attacking here. Big surprise. YnAMP should be okay, though. It's a small city, so it's going to be weak, but I think it'll survive. And we should now be able to purchase walls now that we're over 80 faith. Or no, maybe it's 100 faith. Actually, yeah, the city could be in trouble. Let's see what happens here. Let's hit the... Actually, we are over 100 faith. That's perfect. So, what's this? Boom! Haha! I love it. Alright, so now that's going to be a little bit tougher for them to take. Now you understand why I wanted Valletta. It's a very good thing for this exact early game situation. And like I mentioned in episode 1, I don't necessarily even, to be clear, I don't mind the early attack right now because historically speaking, this happened to Rome. You know, this was part of Roman history. They got attacked a lot in the beginning. Let's go ahead and settle on top of this iron. Perfect. This is Pola, which is the appropriate city name, I think, for that spot. It's a small town, but it was there. And then we were going to have Aquileia right there, but again, because we put YnAMP where we did, it's kind of moot. All right, so we had our additional warrior train up. We could train up additional archers as well. We need to have this warrior come out here if we want to do that, though. So let's go ahead and train that archer. It's just going to take one turn, and they'll pop out right there, which is amazing. It'll really help us push against Alexander quickly. I wish I could take credit for, like, thinking that decision through, you know, multiple turns in advance, but I just kind of realized it. I was like, hey, that's going to be perfect. So, let's see. Ancient walls are probably best in Pola first. I mean, I can purchase them with faith soon, but we're going to need those before we really need anything else there. So, let's go for that. And we'll finish this turn before I cut this episode. Let's see. That's just a missionary. Oh, I can fire with this unit. Nice. Let's go ahead and finish off these archers so they can do less ranged damage to me. Yeah, you just level up, or heal up for a turn, rather. Oh, our trader here is done. That could come in really handy for a little city called Hennepons. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to trade with Mediolanum next turn. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. And the next one, we're going to try and establish a road going this direction, because then it's going to be amazing for getting units into Alexander's territory. We're going to be set up for a good war with him and hopefully start taking his cities in the next episode. I'd like to take Budapest first, and then maybe take his capital, and then burn Thebes to the ground before it gets too much bigger. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, look, he settled Byzantion. I need to burn that to the ground because he put it in the wrong damn spot. Constantinople's supposed to be there. So we're going to have to, burn that down too, because he put it in the wrong freaking spot. But God, I'm just annoyed at Alexander in so many ways right now. You're doing everything wrong, dude. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes in Glory of Rome are going to be coming out every day at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.